Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more Outlander. We're at season 2 episode 5. Yes, and this one is titled Untimely Resurrection. Listen, I think we're gonna see Randall. I'm not happy about it, but very curious. But yeah, we're doing this. Untimely Resurrection. So yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, it was kind of a shit show, wasn't it?
Alex Randall hadn't raped Mary Hawkins, and Jamie had nothing to do with any of it.
You sat up all night long then?
Not the only one.
Oh.
Well, unfortunately, the prince left with Saint-Germain.
Well, no good can come from that, Peering. I'll set Martha to follow Saint-Germain. See if there's anything amiss. If Saint-Germain is responsible for the attack, then we'll find out. Can you remember anything more about it?
I said they spoke French like aristocrats. Wore fine clothes and shoes. They mistook me for some mythical creature named La Dame Blanche. Fergus said it's some sorceress nonsense.
It's Maison Elise. Charles was pushing yet more trollops into my lap. I wanted to stay true to you, but not appear unmanly.
And so calling your wife a witch was your best idea? After everything that happened at Cranesmuir?
Yeah, there may have been a fair amount of drinking involved.
How many people heard you?
Only a few, but I guess it was a good bit of gossip to share.
Damn Blanche.
Mary was a virgin, was she not?
Yeah.
I cannot forgive myself for what happened in that alley. Or what could have happened. And you keep after him. I will lay just vengeance at your feet. Or be damned.
Marta. I love this man.
Alex is a good man. With a kind heart. You, of course, know of my fondness for him.
I understand. You have nothing to be ashamed of. What happened was not your fault.
Am I going to have a baby?
No.
I'm so grateful for all you've done, Claire. At least now they can't force me to marry that dreadful man, the Vicomte.
When Mary mentioned Alex Randall at the hospital, I thought it nothing more than a young girl's crush. If Alex and Mary were to wed, what would become of the lineage Mary and Jack Randall supposedly ensure? What becomes of Frank?
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe Frank is a descendant of Alex. I don't know.
What if I were to tell you we were about to come into possession of £10,000 sterling?
I'd say this is what we've been waiting for. Who is it that offers such a prize?
The Comte Saint-Germain. He wishes to buy a large shipment of Portuguese Madeira. However, the Comte is short of funds and in desperate need of a business partner. And with French money, we will unite the clans, and I will lead you all to the gates of London and to glory. I have arranged for you and Saint-Germain to meet in Maison Elise to discuss particulars.
I cannot fully express my gratitude to you for your help. The Bastille was a frightening experience.
Yeah, he's sick, isn't he?
Beg your pardon?
He's been sick.
Mary's my friend. And she's young and impressionable. My concern is for her well-being. A concern I trust you share. But perhaps you should consider what kind of life it is you're offering her.
But of course. I love her enough to want her to have the future she deserves. She's going to be devastated, you know.
Yes, she will. It broke my heart
How
to
is
break
it gonna
his.
happen?
Alex and Mary clearly loved one another, and I
Yeah.
was robbing them of happppiness. But what choice did I
You look
have?
so much like Jack.
I
Casting is
forced
amazing.
myself to focus on the evidence.
But
Alex
how?
and Mary simply could not be. For Frank's sake.
Je partage votre dédain pour notre association. Ma mémoire est sans faille.
Somehow we have to find a way to dispose of that shipment before it's sold.
Maybe Saint-Germain will do us a wee favour and bring in another ship infected with smallpox. I ken that look, Sassenach. I was merely joking about the smallpox.
Well, I'm not. No, not the actual disease. But that our herbs can be used to make it appear as though smallpox is present in Saint-Germain's crew. Convince everyone the shipment's tainted and have it destroyed.
Such a thing even possible? I've been waiting for a good time to surprise you with this. One for each of the 12 apostles.
Oh.
Christening gift for the bear.
Oh. That's cute.
They've been passed down in my family for years. I wrote to Jenny after we arrived to tell her our good news and to ask for the spoons for our wee bear.
Can't help but wondering if I'll be any good at it.
Of course you will.
Being a mother.
Oh my god, of course.
Of course you will.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What you don't ken, you'll learn. We'll learn. Together.
I do love you.
I love you too. And you do.
Madame Brock-to-Rack, quel plaisir.
C'est une joie de vous revoir, Annelise.
J'allais justement me promener dans les jardins. Vous joindrez-vous à moi?
Ce sera avec plaisir.
Yeah, because they can't go through at the same time. Their dresses are too poofy. And it's not like a soft poof. No, it's a hard poof. It's like solid.
It saddens me to think of him like that. Still Jamie.
I doubt he will
Stop
ever lose
thinking
sight of each other
about
as
him.
taught.
When I knew him, he was impulsive, headstrong.
He still is.
Speaking of men, there's a rather dashing one over there, staring at us. He seems quite taken with you.
Jack? No.
Are you in discomfort, Captain?
I met with an accident some time ago.
Suddenly I'm feeling very unwell. I should go.
I will come for your husband.
No, it's not necessary.
Jamie,
Let go of me.
the king.
Fuck the king.
Fuck the king.
Madame Fraser, il plaît au roi de vous revoir.
Did he hear that?
Votre Majesté.
At least in war, you know your enemies.
The king finds some truth in what you say. However,
He speaks
We have
of
a few-
himself in the third person? Is that what he just did?
Or perhaps you have not met Lord Brockshurach.
He's gonna keep his cool because he's just that
Very well,
much of a
Captain.
gangster.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
I hear you had an unfortunate encounter with some sheep, was it?
Cattle, actually.
To ask such a favor of a man like the Duke would not be possible. To beg him, however, that is a different matter. On your knees. Not now. You, English, are so literal. You may retire as well, Lord Brockshurach.
I love that he's been humiliated.
No, I'm fine.
Let's do that like every episode.
Right.
What just happened?
I challenged him to a duel. He accepted. He said he owed me a death.
It looked so like, oh yeah, goodbye, that's the. But it was like, challenge you to a duel, motherfucker. Alright, I owe you a death. Death? Not death. I owe you a debt.
Randall is locked away in the Bastille.
Why?
On what charge?
I swore an accusation against him. That he was the one who attacked Mary and me.
You gave me a gift, Claire. And you told me Randall was alive. A gift. I think I'd be the one to end that bastard's life.
Yeah, but not now.
Now. Now I claim that gift.
Oh.
Please, you can't kill Randall.
There's no reason.
Because of Frank.
Oh yeah, that's also like it plays.
Frank.
And it's like if Frank doesn't exist, then her in the future won't meet Frank, won't come to Scotland, and won't travel through the stones. Right? Sora! Just gonna throw something on the floor. There we go. She's such a little shit.
If you won't allow me to kill him, and kill me now yourself.
1 year. 1 year. Then the child Randall's. It will be conceived by then, and after that, I swear I will help you bleed him myself.
You'd stop me taking vengeance on the man that made me play his whore. The man that lived in my nightmares and in our bed. I pay my debts. So tell me now, is that what you're asking of me? To pay you with the life of Blackjack Randall?
Yes.
A year.
A year.
Not 1 day more. Do not touch you.
Oh my god! Look, I do not disagree with any of the reactions on both ends. I get why Claire demands this from Jamie. The thing too, what I was saying is Claire knows when Jack is gonna die. She knows the exact date of his death. And I'm sure if I go back, maybe I could like see in the first episode when they're talking about it and try to like know. So if she's asking him for 1 more year, maybe she knows that he does die after that year. It's just like, it's heartbreaking to see them reach that point where he's looking at her, and he's got valid points, like the way he was telling her, like, you're asking me to spare the life of Black Jack Randall, who did all these things to me. He haunted me, and the only thing that made me feel better is knowing that I could have my revenge on him and kill him, and now you're asking me to, like, not do it. It's just heartbreaking to see like the way he was looking at her, but at the same time I understand. And it's just, the show is so well done that, like, you're so, well, I'm talking for myself, but it's just that I can't be like, oh, that's unreasonable for her to ask that. If it's just a delay, yes, it fucking sucks, because now he's here and he saw him. Like, they've interacted. And Jamie was so, like, he kept his cool, and he was just like acting like nothing. He was just like boiling from the inside, but he was still like keeping his cool. And that must have asked so much of him. And it's incredibly well done, because I'm just like, I'm torn. I am torn, but I understand. And I want Jamie to fucking kill him. But I feel like killing him and not having Frank would also affect Claire. Like, the whole circle of Claire, like, meeting Jack, not Jack, meeting Frank, and then when they come back to Scotland and she touches the rocks and then she travels, I feel like that would, if he's not there, it would also affect that, wouldn't it? I don't know, it's just, I feel like there's more to it. And it's not like I'm completely like, oh my god, Frank, I want Frank to be born. It's like, just, he was a part of her life and he did nothing wrong. And it's not just Frank we're talking about. We would be talking about a whole line of people just not being born. I don't know. But this was really good, and I expected to see Jack appear this episode just because of the title. It's kind of him like coming back to life, and I love to see him humiliated by the king. It was very like satisfying to watch, because like we can't do the deed ourselves without like drawing attention to the conflict between Jamie and Claire and Randall in front of the king. But if the king wants to make fun of him, I mean, we're not gonna stand in the way, are we? No, we're not. We're just gonna be like so that was pretty satisfying to see. But that last scene, man, it was gut-wrenching, and also like their dynamic this season is very up and down, mostly because of like what Jamie's been dealing with, and it's understandable. It's just like, it's heartbreaking to see, because we care so much about them and we know how much they love one another, for one, and just like but yeah, genius episode, and genius ending, honestly. So yeah, I would be curious to know what you guys think about that last scene. Are you more on one side, or like, do you think that Claire is completely unjustified to ask him to compromise like that? Or yeah, what do you guys think? Because I'm not sure. I can only base my opinion on what I just saw. Like, I don't know if the fact of like letting him live another year is gonna bring much more trouble for them. And like, I don't know, because Claire did tell Randall the date that he would die. So what if he comes to that day and he's just like, even like a month before, and he's like, yeah, I'm supposed to go to that place, and he could be like, you know what, maybe I won't go. It would just like delay his death even more, you know? Very nice episode. Like I said, let me know, because I'm very curious. And yeah, thank you in advance. So that was season 2, episode 5, Untimely Resurrection. Fucking Randall. So I'll see you guys for the next episode, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Oh wait,